How's everyone doing today? I'm Travis Herron, the founder of Swop, and I'm here today to introduce everyone what we've been working on the past few years. I'm going to talk about some of the current problems we face as we become a global society, as well as the flaws in our current solutions and how Swop will solve these problems. We will also display our user interface and our roadmap for the future. Currently, if I wanted to send money to Senegal through a traditional payment infrastructure like Western Union, they would take 7% of the cash I send. For a global society to scale and work, we cannot have these payment entities scalping 7% of the money we send for every transaction. The poorest countries in the world are the ones who are facing this challenge, and it's not fair to the people of these countries who are forced to opt into a system that devalues their fiat currency while simultaneously not making a simple way to interact with people on a global scale due to lack of available alternatives. 20 years ago, we didn't have the alternative way to interact. We were held hostage by the centralized parties like banks that give us 1% interest while they turn around and get 10 times the loan power for every dollar you deposit in your bank. All the while, the government simultaneously print out money and offset your savings with inflation. Then they go and lend it out to people for a 10% interest rate. With the invention of the internet, smartphones, and blockchain technology, we can cut out these middlemen and create an open financial system. Currently, we have around 4.8 million users on the internet, and that will only expand with innovations like Starlink by Elon Musk. Crypto adoption is currently on par with the internet in the 1990s. With these technologies emerging, we believe it is crucial to have a basic infrastructure for us to interact in a secure and transparent way. With the creation of crypto, the internet now has its own currency, a global currency. This leads us from a consumer base of 330 million to approximately 4.8 billion, around a 1,500% increase in available people to interact with. This is where Swop comes into play. Swop will allow anyone with a smartphone to be a part of our ecosystem. With tools like our non-custodial crypto wallets, Web3 integration, microsites, and NFC technology, Swop will allow anyone to show the world who they are. We believe an individual needs to have access to three things to have a scalable global infrastructure. One is an open banking system that anyone can be a part of and anyone can join. The number two thing we believe is a digital identity or an address. This way people can track you down anywhere they want. They just need internet, simply type in a URL or type in a crypto address and they can find you. Then we believe all these banking solutions and identities need to have the capability to interact with Web3 because Web3 prevents censorship and it also gives us the tools that a banking system needs. So here at Swop, we decided to combine all these and make it in one easy to use app. To start, users create a microsite. This microsite allows the entire world to access them. Then we attach our open banking system to their microsite so they can bypass the current roadblocks, the fees, the red tape, and the liability of a third party controlling your funds. Things we are all too familiar with when we use services like Western Union and PayPal. Then we added tools like NFC and Web3 integration so they can take full control of what they want to do. On top of that, we also provide a clean, simple payment interface that will allow anyone to program an NFC to act as a point-of-sale device to take payments in person. The user can then take that revenue and plug it into a DApp or a decentralized application for additional income. Behind me is the story of two companies. One uses the Swop payment infrastructure, the other uses Stripe. Each users have $1 million in revenue. However, the Stripe user loses 3% of all the revenue due to fees. The Swop user was able to plug in their wallet with our Web3 integration into a DeFi app and gain 10% interest on top of their income, leaving them with $1.1 million versus Stripe with $970,000. Around 130,000 swing just by using our infrastructure. profiles and microsites are easily customizable in our app and effortless to share with our QR and NFC technology. Here we have Jack, who is going to show you how easy it is to communicate using Swop. All he does is he simply taps the NFC device and my profile instantly populates on his phone. Then he hits add to contacts and I am stored in his phone. By the way, Jack doesn't even have the Swop app. It is that easy, a monkey can do it. And lastly, we have our analytics page. And this analytics page allows us to keep track of all your interactions, payments, and even where you interact. And currently, there are a bunch of solutions that solve one of these problems, but there is not a one-size-fits-all solution. We have MetaMask, which is only Web3. And that wallet provides nothing in the way of marketing yourself with a digital identity. Linktree, you can create microsites, but these payments are just dependent on services like Stripe, which take a 3% fee. Our objective for Swop is simple. Remove the red tape and fees that plague fintech by providing a one-size-fits-all ecosystem that is accessible to all. Currently, our app is in beta and is available in Apple and Android stores. In Q2, we will be launching our crypto portion, which will be built on top of Ethereum. And in Q4 of 2022, we will be offering 3FA security using NFC. 3FA will essentially allow users to program an NFC device and then tap the NFC device on the phone to allow the crypto to be sent to any user, allowing a tangible layer of security that we don't have currently. In Q1 of 2023, we will have an identity rating system to know who the good and bad actors are in our ecosystem. And then in Q2 of 2023, we will be rolling out dApps in our ecosystem like BlockBet, which we will allow for easy integration if you have the Swop wallet. We have a lot planned for us at Swop, so if you would like to join us on this journey, simply scan the QR code here and we'll send you an invite for beta testing. I appreciate everyone's time and I hope you'll have a good day.